another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
Hello guys, this is Normal69 and this will be a short or long or I don't know video about what I discovered till now, but there is much to discover and experiment. So let's do a quick look at multiplayer. I'm hosting it and it will be basic designer. I miss the single player designer type where you can have limited resources, but that's it. So you host the game. This is me. I don't know why, for example, can't go into player faction, so I will be a deep battle guard just for now. Or no preference, and that's deep battle guard. It's loaded, so I will start the game and I will see you just a bit later. Yep, here I am in this little platform I don't like. Okay, let's switch to a safer weapon now, because sometimes I just press left mouse button at the wrong time and blow up the thing. So I don't need to load any vehicle, because if I go to build mode and press E, you will see that this menu is a little bit different, because here are usually where you save your turrets and everything, and you can't access it, the sub-objects, from here. So that is a difference. Another thing, if I do it right and I switch on resource mode, so useful things like my danger hamster, you can see it's a game beginning ship, not for middle game or anything like that. So as you can see at the resource tabs, it has nothing at all in the designer, and this is the same now in the single player designer too. So that is a difference. You need to spawn in your ships here to have resource collection first, and then and only then you can have the resources necessary to move, etc. I think there is something else, because it had a lot of, really lot of these things inside the ship, and no, I don't know why isn't it it isn't showing. So just for your, I ask for your patience. Oh yeah, and with the caps lock you can trace your ship in the multiplayer designer. So if I look inside a bit, oh, this is the spinal cannon, but here are the collectors and it won't collect. It's a shame. It has only a little engine, more effective if it doesn't work at top usage, which is usually the case, but I don't know why it isn't collecting anything. No problemo. Let's see the thing. I put in here for just a quick look for me. Oh, this is a thing. You see propulsion balancing on the top of the card holder. Sometimes it works. So let us see what is das problem is here. Hmm. Hmm. Either I couldn't find the thing, or else it doesn't have the thing I need. Because here, these blocks. Hmm. Okay, I think I will see it later in another video, because why you should have to see my stupid things here. The controller is down here, and the chair is right up there, because these little NPCs, which didn't spawn in multiplayer mode, usually take control the ship via the steering wheel, and it's a problem because they totally ignore what I set in the naval movement algorithm here. It's strange, it's really strange, because this cannon should have been connected. Uh-huh. Where are the shell makers I installed? Sorry, but it's so crowded inside here. I couldn't find it. Hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Okay, these are the batteries, and alongside. Oh yeah, here is. Yeah, fine. So this is my little cannon, and the problem was, which I mentioned and talk about it with Ireland Gaming comments. This thing doesn't move. Instead, this uses, because it's a two-axis turret, and the controller down here, I think, uses for elevation the two-axis turret and not the mantle. But it's working. Alright, maybe I will change this. This thing called Danger Hamster is in constant development. Now I will need to raise the backside, so maybe I will expand this with some air and install a pump inside, and maybe I need to set these hydrofoils to a greater angle. It's fast, it kills and collects effectively, but I think we need some more brutality into our units. So these were the this was the multiplayer designer. Now I will switch to the single player designer, and this option is what I talked about before. These are interesting things. Okay, going. So this is the original version of the single and multiplayer starting fortress. As you see, I upgraded it, so it only needs to be retrofitted in the game. Another motor with resource collectors, so it's prefabbed. And now if I press B and go into the E menu, you see there is this load sub-object, and if you are on a sub-object, there is a save option of the same kind. For example, this thing is and can be saved. So that is what doesn't have a place in the multiplayer designer. This, but prefabs are working always. Good. Okay, and as you see, it needs collecting the resources, and we inside this thing. Okay, now I will load in some of my experimental units, which are still experimental but can be used. Good, so there are some units loaded in, and you can see as the resource are going to every one of these ships, because I set all of them to the first supply group, and I set these things in the middle. I'm not sure about them, but okay, good. So let's return to my little danger hamster, and I will say the problem in multiplayer right now is that only the Geiger human hosting the game can set this. Clients can click on this, but the game that will not remember on the set to the setting. So either the host goes over and set it right, or the client makes the unit in a single player and then loads it into the multiplayer, and then the connection will work. Also, I see the NPCs only work in single player designer or campaign or all the other things, maybe, perhaps, possibly, if or not. So this is a little back heavy, but with some more experimentation I think it will be good. There is another idea of mine, so maybe these wheels, I thought, not the A but the B. Exact name is wheel turning, so it should turn, but no, it acts as a fixed thing here. This is just an idea about the sea bottom resource sending module, but I couldn't keep myself to arm this with some mines for the surface and supercavitation advanced can do shooting ships or low flying objects above, and little torpedo here against other subs. It's mostly working, but it needs some more experimentation, I say. Good. So these are the main changes. Even in the builder, the vehicle designer, you need to start your units here to collect necessary resources. And I'm curious about the exact name here. Sorry, just a moment. The ammo input feeders can only be set by the host in multiplayer. The NPCs doesn't show up in the multiplayer, at least in the vehicle designer. And I think that's it. So I will show you the Repent, the Massacre class Vulcanian destroyer spreader of logic. You see, there is a sire called Dals Gaming, and he had a playlist about building a really So I've decided to make one too, which would be hilariously big and not really cost effective. And I will build into it every new idea what I have or what I will have. I think more of it will be later when it's more or less ready, because the basic idea is this is the main unit and it makes energy and provides movement. You see? Oh, yes, here. Did you know if in the builder you press double direction, it's quick? Good. And it's moved by a Lua code. I will put inside the description link for the forum to this Lua. It's very good one. It even controls the spinner speeds for lifting, etc. etc. But I'm not playing this game for a long time, around 200 hours, so I could be improved on this, I think so. Okay, let's run after it. And the main idea is this is the, as I told you, the energy lifting and maybe some laser thing inside in the middle, and there will be two duct fore and back part connected to it, and the cover, the armor on the fore and back part should cover the middle one, simultaneously repairing each other. It goes along really good, it courses high up, and it seems to be working. So I think I will finish this video off with a little distraction and montage where all of my units will be shamelessly killed, of course. So I switch off this view and come along here, far, 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 far away. And because I didn't discover yet the X menu, where you can spawn in units east and west. What is the location? It's relative to, because sometimes it spawns units here or here, and I don't know what is the logic behind it. Please comment if you know it. Thank you very much in advance. And burning hell, of course, if you don't. So the current big bad unit, which I don't like. Oh, I left off another of my units, the little engineless helicopter test. Okay, I spawned it. And now I load a vehicle. It will be Scarlet Dawn. I hate this faction most. And I will try to seek the nether unit called Ransack, not Ransack. Oh, this is a new thing, ABC and date ordering. I like it very much. Ocean country. Plunderer. Oh, this is so bad. It's huge. With advanced cannons now. Advanced. So let's see what happens. Okay, the lasers are coming. I should set this to display. My big unit. Oh, and it began to fire at the backside of my unprotected huge unit. Yes, I need to reset those missiles. They are not really fine. Please turn around and don't be shot. Oh, and where is the helicopter of mine? Oh, there it is. It has some high altitude rockets, downward firing supercavitation gun, and there are some long range missiles. So no big damage yet. That need to be turning around. And the Panderer, I think, feels great and has no problems to decimate my units. Or is it? Oh, good. My heart warms on the sight of this much destruction. And I think the big guy will turn around. I want to close in, but the game slows so much with 16 gigabytes of memory and a 4-core AMD processor I have. So yeah, the eyes are firing. And if I put in some enemies beside it, like this funny sea vipers, and maybe the side guns will. Oh yeah, this side gun is working. See, it's in a turret block inside, and goes around on the outer side to turn and fire at the enemy. Good. Yeah. And I don't know why the lasers are behaving this strangely. And these rockets, they are too much. They need to be reduced to be faster because they are so huge. They couldn't reach that unit in time and pull it into the crusher mouth inside. Mm. I like it how brutal units you can design here. And it misses because all the lasers are behaving strangely. I don't know why. It would be so nice. AI dead. Oh, I think my hamster just ate something. Or is it dead? It has a really sensitive backside. So for Scroatorius gaming out there, this is still a pants off ship now. That was it for today. If you need something explained, experimented on, or discuss, please drop me a message. And if you like my stupid, brutal, inexperienced, and half-finished units, please drop me a like, and I will know you like it and make more. Bye bye.